Excellent. So let's have the ladies judges come up. And then let's have all the lady contestants come up, please. And let's give everybody a round of applause. Incredible. And please, just to ditto what Rabbi Werdy spoke about, these businesses thrive on our patronage. So please remember them, use them a lot, and let them flourish. Okay, so we will start with each of the judges for the questions, and let's start with Chani. Okay.
I volunteered to go first.
Okay, great. Sure.
First of all, everyone did a really fantastic job, and it was really an honor to see woman-led businesses. It's really, we're in good company, and I'm very proud and happy to be here and hear your ideas. Your delivery and your pitch was excellent. Your ideas were really excellent. I'm coming from the marketing space, so these are the questions we always ask every client or every potential client that we meet with, and I think it applies to all of you. We take a look at three things. We take a look at the space you're in, the industry, where are you operating. We take a look at your competitors, and this includes the people who may be doing very similar things, but also your budget competitors. If they're buying my product, what are they not buying? Or if they're buying someone else's product, who are we competing with on that level? And then finally, who is our demographic? Who are our customers? So my advice to you really is to don't operate in a silo. Know what's going on around you. Specifically, you're all talking to children. These things move very quickly. We see from the fidget spinners, it's all the rage now. In a year, we're not going to know what it is. And 6 months ago, we didn't know what it was. So know what's going on around you. Be in touch with who the kids are today. What a great product is for them, and what are they looking for, what do they want. Specifically, and I think this really applies to all of you, like Nama Style, I've actually seen you at quite a few events. I have, of the age where my friends' kids are being bat mitzvahed, sadly, or I don't know. And what we were talking about outside is that every few years, there's a party entertainer that's all the rage. And every few years that changes. So what are you doing to keep up with the times to ensure that you're going to stay while most people don't? So that's really what you need to be thinking about. Kids Discover Israel, it's an amazing concept. It's something I really feel very strongly about, and your delivery was amazing. Talking about the magic of Israel and the way you described it, I was very interested in it. But what are you doing to compete with Harry Potter? That's that's the kids between 7 and 12. That's what they're picking up. You need to know what's going on. You need to know what do things look like, feel like, how do kids interact with these brands and these stories, and how are stories being told today? Chaya, you're we're basically peers almost, I feel like, but I have a lot of experience in this space and with creating product and knowing what it takes to make them successful. I think for you what's very important is not to forget that what you're trying to create is a comfort object. That has to be your top priority and has to be reflected in your product itself. So when you're making your choices on materials or little accessories or gadgets, does this make it the coziest, safest piece and not maybe the most beautiful, which you may be inclined to do? And that's, but thank you very much, all of you. You did an amazing job, and it's really, again, a pleasure to see you present.
Fantastic advice. Chani, let's go to Devorah. Okay, Shana, sure.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. And as Chani mentioned, it's really great to see all the women that are putting themselves out there and taking a chance and trying something new and seeing what they can do with all their talents, and there are so many talented people out there. Chani mentioned a number of things that I would have said to you. One being, what am I bringing to the table that is different from the person next to me? Why come to me, not to the next person in some of your businesses, to always ask, is my product necessary? Is it the same, as the next person next door? Do they sell that already? do I have a market for that, and who am I marketing to? Sarah Esther? Yeah. I loved your pitch, your book, the idea. Kids get to see so much out there and are introduced to much more than ever before. So bringing Israel to them is really very important. And it's a wonderful way to do that through a book, through different medias. I wasn't so sure that the book that you were producing is 7 to 12-year-olds, like Hani mentioned. They're into Harry Potter, they're into sci-fi. Would they really pick this up to read it? Do you have enough illustrations to get them hooked on wanting to see what Israel is like besides just an adventure story? But otherwise, I thought your pitch was great. Your delivery is great. You answered the questions. I did want to take a look at the books and see, hey, is this something I want to bring to my children? I want them to take a look at it. I do want them to get to know a little bit more about Israel and the different sites. Nama, what you guys do is incredible. I haven't had the opportunity to see you. My kids are pretty much past the Bas Mitzvah age, so I don't know if you were doing it when my kids were doing it, but I've been to a number of Bas Mitzvahs, and it's amazing how you guys just cheerlead and put on a show and give everyone a great time. And my question to you is, why am I hiring you above your competition? What are you doing different, and how am I comparing you to what somebody else is doing so I can say, okay, I'm going to choose Nama and not X? So that's where I would say, ask yourself, what am I doing differently? Why me? Why take me and not my competition? Chaya, your dolls are beautiful, and they look like they're of a really nice quality, and I would love to have some in my collection of dolls. You introduced yourself as an alternative to a blankie, so I really wanted to know how blankie it is, therefore the questions on the materials and the washability. As a parent or a grandparent buying this doll, I would want to know that it is washable. So the hand wash a little bit throws me in reference to it being a blankie. You are so creative. I'm wondering if you should ask yourself, okay, how do I really make this blankie, if that's really what I'm trying to market? Otherwise, I think you guys did a great job. Hats off to you. Keep it up. You know, take whatever you're hearing. You know, take what you like and leave the rest. And good luck. Thank you.
Excellent comments. Devori.
I thought it was great to see how passionate everybody is about what they do, and I get asked in the business place a lot, you know, how do you advance in the business place when you're a woman? And I really think you need to be passionate, you need to have a plan, and you need to execute according to your plan. But more than that, lately I find myself talking about, instead of having a 1-year plan or a 2-year plan, is really, let's talk about the next 6 months, because the world is evolving so much, so we need to evolve all of our plans. And it's okay that we started the first product, but let's layer on top of that, and let's bring in the next level of expertise, or let's differentiate or do something different in the next level of what we do, so that we could continue to sustain and continue to move on and offer a product that everybody loves, or still be relevant to our target market. So I think it's important for all of you to identify who the target market is. Sarah Esther, I love the idea of the book. I'm very passionate about Israel as well, and I have young kids, so I think that's a great thing. I looked at the book. There's not enough illustrations, at least for me. It's very wordy, so I would think in your next iteration or your next book, something to think about. Nama, I think you guys do a great thing, because, you know, I go to the parties, I go to the Bas Mitzvahs, and you guys make the party. You really do. It's the food. I went to a party where there was no food and it was just the party and the dancing, and the girl who your competition was doing just that, is actually making the party. So I'd wonder how you would differentiate yourself and how you would do something that's different. How do you set yourself apart from the rest of them, because there is so much competition? And then also, is it affordable? Because I know I see, constant groups and chats asking, what can I do? As the next round of mothers coming into the bas mitzvah class, they're all asking, what can I do to entertain? And then is there some level where we don't go all out and spend that much money, because not everybody can afford it? So do you have a level of service that's at a lower price point? And Chaya, my son, is very into his blankie. We have to take it wherever we go or else. I don't know if the doll would be an exact exchange, so I think it is a comfort product, but I'm not sure if it replaces the blankie. So I think you just have to think from a marketing perspective, could it be both, could it be one? Does it really replace the other, or is it something else that a kid can use as a comfort tool?
Excellent. Before we announce the winner, let's give again all of the business panel a big round of applause. Incredible advice, marketing gurus, and then of course all of our contestants again. Let's give another hand. And now we get a drum roll and Rabbi Wordy.
Okay. I just want to do a shameless plug before we announce the winner. I forgot to do this earlier, but CHYE is here the whole year round to help new businesses start and succeed. And we have here in this room, Yehuda Berg is our business counselor. He's here every single day. Anyone that's starting a business can come to CHYE any day of the week and can speak with him. And we have a pool of amazing mentors that could help. So any one of you here, anyone that's watching, we're here to help. Reach out to us. Number two, I want to thank all of the judges. Really, this was amazing. I keep on saying the success of CHYE is only because there's so many amazing and talented business people that believe in our mission and they're ready to give of their time. They're all busy people. All of them work in big companies, successful companies, and they're taking off from their time to be here. I want to personally thank all of you. Thank you very, very, very much. All the men's judges here, really, thank you very, very much. And as I'm going to repeat myself, as I said before, by the men, every participant in this competition is a winner. You all got exposure tonight. You got even more exposure, and each one of you is starting and has amazing businesses. And Mirza Hashem, we look forward to watching all of you grow and succeed beyond your wildest imagination. That being... That being said, we have to pick one, and the judges have chosen. For logistical purposes, when I call you up, I'm going to stay down here. You'll go up, and the judges will give you, your grand prize memento. And so, without further ado, this is very hard for me. Drum roll. Before, but we have to choose one. So here we go. Drum roll. And the winner is Kids Discover Israel.
Wow. Congratulations.
Go up with the judges. Before we all leave, I just want to give two more shameless plugs. Number one, ZK Zalman Kopel does an amazing job live streaming. Number two, Marco Deshev, amazing photographer. Really honored to be able to use their services. Everybody, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming. Hatzlacha, bracha. Have a wonderful evening.